My friends dating a monster stories. According to Reddit, number 12. We had one friend in our group who was with this introverted but sweet guy. He hooked up with a girl that we called the Troll. I don't quite know what he saw in her. Maybe he was just lonely. But she was unattractive, unpleasant, unintelligent, and most importantly, she was terribly domineering. Like she was telling him off and telling him what to, in public, do. I dread to think what things were like in private. She was also cutting him off from his friends, especially the female ones. They're married with twins now. And none of our friend groups are in contact with him anymore. Oh my God, the wrong everything is up on the screen. You son of a Kyle. You would. This is how you do things, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I do not have my shit together tonight. And the stream chat isn't even up. Ain't that wild? Is that the right stream chat? Probably not. You know, I may just cut out this whole first portion of the video. What a nightmare. You know, I'm not gaining any points by making people think I'm human just like you guys, and I make errors too. Fuck that. Alright? Unbelievable. Here's hoping that your day's going a lot better and that none of you are in the Louisiana area, because that storm is ripping through you guys. I'm talking Beyblade tier. You understand? It's nasty, it's crazy, it's wild. Oh man. I really just screwed all of that up. So look, we're gonna go ahead and tackle it again. Not from the beginning, but at least kind of speed through the post. So look, we have a friend in our friend group who is an introverted but sweet guy who had hooked up with a girl that we affectionately called the Troll. She was unattractive, unpleasant, unintelligent, and domineering. She would tell the dude off and tell him what to do in public, and I dread to think what the bitch was like in private. She was also cutting him off from his friends, especially the female ones, of course, you know. How dare he? They are married with twins now. That is so sad, and none of our friend group are in contact with them anymore. Last I saw him was his engagement party. Sorry, because it says Hill. Last I saw Hill. It's okay. Hello to Honeycomb. Hello to King Wasabi. I'm fine, Honeycomb. I just, I screwed up the beginning of the list because I should definitely have looked at the scene and made sure that everything was being captured properly, but I guess these things happen. And I've derailed myself on more absurd BS before. It's nice to see Pandaren, Linda, Alante, Gabby, PB&J, Honeycomb, Knight, Danny, Ariana. Ariana back with her first comment style. Yeah, gotta get that right in there. Just stick it in there one time, Imagine if instead of intercourse, you guys just hit it one time and quit it. That's the real definition of hit it and quit it. Wow. And the girl's like, isn't that, what's wrong? And you're just like, you know what? Nah. Clap your hands together and say, peace. She would always remember that. If you ever hit a girl and quit it after one push, she would remember it for the rest of her life. The Kyle channel does not condone traumatizing women by flexing on their insecurity in ways that'll follow them for the rest of their life. I'm not trying to equip you guys to be monsters. That is not what this list is about. But this list is about my friends dating a monster. Not bad. Not bad. Nice. Kyle, you did that. Not bad. Tied it together. So we continue up this list to the next entry. Number 11. He cheated on her multiple times. He was emotionally and physically abusive, and he slowly turned her into an insecure, crazy bitch. She once slapped me because we were in a club, and he said something to me, and I responded, but it was loud? Or no, but because it was loud, I had to talk into his ear, and she thought I kissed him? Oh my God, this girl insecure. Oh my God. She moved countries for him, allowed him to live rent-free while doing nothing. Meanwhile, she was working 2 jobs to support them. He would break things in the house. Full diva. Oh my God. How does the guy get away with it? He would break things in the house whenever they get into a fight. He brought girls back to her place and fucked them in her bed and sent her pictures while she's at work. They got pregnant and she got an abortion, but he didn't go with her or support her emotionally or financially after the abortion. When they fight, he'd tell her she was a murderer and killed his baby. They're still together 10 years. And you've heard the term 10 years strong. This one says 10 years weak. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a competition when I read these, but I don't think we're going to find one that's better than this. You guys all personally know somebody who's been in an abusive relationship and makes all kinds of excuses, does mental gymnastics to kind of just separate themselves from the reality of what they're in the midst of. Maybe they grew up with issues because of daddy, because of mommy, or maybe even because of the lack of those people in their lives. And they got chips on their shoulder that manifest in how they live their life now, and specifically whom they choose to live their life with. And living a life, maybe a bit of a embellishment, maybe an existence is what they have managed, what they have pulled off. But the crazy thing and the honest truth here is some of these motherfuckers are made for each other. You understand me? You know, these aren't just red flags. This is like, imagine you are a weave in the fabric of the flag. You're a part of it, you know? Your entire existence down to a molecular level is just you would be nothing without this flag, because you are the flag. You are part of the flag. The other guy, he's there with you. You are woven together into this nightmare, and everybody can only look on in shock. But you're the one supporting this dude. You got him living with you, and he's breaking your things that you're the one working and paying for. He banging girls in your house and sending you pictures, and you're fine with that. Let's keep this relationship going. You know better than to have a child by him enough to go get an abortion, but when you guys are arguing, he's calling you a murderer and a monster. Okay, see you later. I'm gonna go work to put food on the table and clothe you and shelter you, and you know, you're just banging other girls. She must have a kink. So we can't shame these people. As I always say, man, you know, how they get down is their own business, but they don't need to involve us in the foreplay. God damn. So we continue through the century. We arrive at number 10. Wow. Can you believe that? Wow. Wow. Here we are. Wow. A buddy of mine started dating a stripper. It was always a great idea. Was absolutely smitten with this girl. There's nothing wrong with the profession, but he was kind of at a different place in life than her. And we all know that there was no way that it was going to work out. He can party, but she was absolutely wild. We all tried to gently point this out to him, but he wouldn't hear any of it. He got upset with us for trying to sabotage his happy relationship. As things moved forward, she started having angry outbursts and literally just running away almost every time that we'd hang out. Still, he'd persist with the relationship. Eventually, she was ousted from her apartment for not paying rent. And to all of our dismay, my friend invited her to move in with him. As a stripper, why you not paying your rent? You got money problems? And if you have money problems, is it drugs that the money is going to? What's hemorrhaging your funds as a stripper? You're pulling one over on the system with a profession like that. The men are coming and giving you their hard-earned cash. You'd have to be a fool in the way of managing your money, because there should be tons of it. I've never face-palmed so hard in my life, but he's an adult and he can make his own decisions, and it ended several weeks later when he came home to find that she had thrown all of his clothes and belongings out of a window onto the sidewalk in a tantrum that was her trying to kick him out of his own apartment. Finally, he saw the light. Funny side note, a week before he met her, my girlfriend at the time and I were out drinking, and she commented on how she'd always kind of wanted to go to a strip club. So we made the drunk decision to call a limo and go. It turned out to be the club that my friend's ex worked at on a night that she was a regular. So I probably saw her boobs before he did. Victory. I saw them titties before you did. She's stripping. They probably very nice, perky up there. Delicious titties, not pointlessly small to where it's like, what's the point? Where she gotta compensate for a lot of skill on the pole, a lot of jiggle in the back. She can just in a top. She's making people go, oh my God, I really wonder what's under there. I'm sorry about that. I do like to manifest characters from time to time. That's definitely not who I am, said Kyle, smiling. Number 9. My best friend and I met through our boyfriends. Okay. One weekend, we went on a girls' trip. Just the two of us. We went to my parents' holiday house. Our plans were to go hiking and chill out on our own. However, he called her 2 days in and started verbally abusing her for no reason and was yelling that he was going to drive the 300 kilometers to pick her up. She calmed him down, and I drove her home so that she could break up with him. She didn't. Oh, man. Even after a girlfriend talk where she was like, you can't let him treat you like that, girl. Look at your titties. You got it all in the right place. You know how many men want to be you? Trying to put on a wig and live that life? They'll never have what you got naturally. You can slang it. You can throw it back. Don't let this man control your life. The pep talk. The pep talk of a girl that knows that you deserve better. And you still went home and was like, I'm sorry. It's my fault and I'll do better. Or where can we find these people? I'm done pretending that I don't want people like this in my life, where I cracked a whip and then they say how high. Does that even make sense to you? Good. I feel it coming. No wait, we're still in the same entry. You got ahead of yourself there, Kyle. So fast forward 3 months. We went out to a local bar. He was going to come later and pick her up when she was ready. My boyfriend was there because he was my designated driver, so he was making sure that we were both safe. Not that we needed it. About 2 hours into the night, her boyfriend comes into the bar and demands that she go home with him. He got quite abusive in public, my man. Despite me trying to get her to come home with me, she went home with him. She's still with him. They are now house hunting. For fuck's sake. Some people choose what they choose, and it is not our, ongoing obligation. As friends, as people in people's lives, all we can do is extend our suggestions, our influence, our opinions, and then from there, people are gonna unfortunately have to make their own decisions. Green Machine says, I just subbed. Congratulations. Wait, is that what you say? I think you're supposed to say thank you. This channel shouldn't be getting any traction. That's how this channel gets deleted, is by getting too much attention. YouTube ain't a place for real people. I'm trying to tell you. Xbox One says, my advice, dump him and find a man with an Xbox. Boy, you better calm down, all right? I don't want to hear any more out of you unless you're getting me a PS5, buddy. Okay, get me a PS. Oh, Belle comes here on that spooky Halloween energy. My God, I need to get some chains rattling for a soundboard or something. Some dude in the back. Number 7, when I was in high school, my best friend started dating a fellow that was known to be a piece of shit. But she was in love. And we couldn't convince her that it was a bad idea. He starts beating her like almost immediately. It's not funny. It's okay. I'm laughing at like the sadness You're digging yourself deeper here, boy. The Kyle channel does not condone the idea even of beating anybody, but this is the world we live in. He started beating her almost immediately, but that didn't deter her at all. He would take her car, pick up other girls, but they were just friends, She got him a cell phone in her name, and he ran up an enormous bill that she couldn't pay. He gave her herpes. And we were like, okay, maybe now she will leave him? Nope. He was street racing in her car and smashed it up, and she forgave him. Really? Well, that's it. He could get another chick pregnant at this point, and that'd be it. Even though she couldn't afford to get it fixed, he took all her money. We begged and pleaded with her to leave him. And she said that she would, but then secretly kept seeing him. Oh my God. One night, we go to a community dance and he starts strangling her in front of everybody. It took 3 huge guys to get him off of her and the police were called. He ended up leaving her after that and she was devastated. Please, just take me back. Look, here's my throat, please. I'll do anything. Where are these women for me, Kyle? Where are these women? What have we done? Dia, why can't I have people that can work for me with the passion and drive of people willing to get strangled? Absurd. These people are chickens because they trying to get choked. The hold that he had over her was crazy, mesmerizing even, cult leader tier. I wish that I could speak that kind of mesmerizing, I'd tell people to go vote. Is that rude? Dia, I'd use my powers for good. Nah, they gotta vote for who they want to. It's wrong for me to tell you who to vote for. Just telling them to vote isn't yeah. That's what I do. I wouldn't be like, hey, you better vote for this motherfucker. I'd just be like, hey, you better go vote. And what was even more crazy were the girls that got together with him after all this happened, knowing fully well that he was like crazy. Well, girls don't really care about any of that bullshit. You got everything where it needs to be. You look pretty good. That's all that matters. Remember that. Some guys don't even have to be attractive or have, fitness or any of that. They don't need to be charismatic. They don't need to be smart. If they're popular, that's enough. Some hoes chase clout, and that's all that matters to them. Some hoes trying to be the chick that's hanging on the arm of the guy with attention. There are men who are like that too. Well, they just want to share that spotlight. They want to steal that spotlight. Men, women, whoever you are listening to this right now, know that you are the wrong amount of attention away from somebody literally just coming out of the woodwork and trying to steal it from you, from trying to share it with you. It's a conundrum. You don't need to win a lot of money. You can just get a lot of attention. Somebody will be all like, you know what, that guy, he touched me. Maybe they'll try to date you first. Hey, come fuck me. Let me come over there. I'll fuck you. I'll suck it. No, thank you. You son of a bitch. I'm gonna post. I have a statement. I had interactions with this man and the things he said to me. I'm not gonna show you anything because it's also personal and it's also heavy and it's happening to me right now. And I just can't handle everything that's coming down on me. It's because I'm a woman that they treat me like this. I just want you to judge him even without the information. Please let him be guilty until proven, innocent, please, for me. Number 6, the guy who loved bragging about what a dick he was. It just keeps getting weirder. He treated her like poopy. Yeah, I knew I'd get her with that, dude. You hear her back there? She thinks she's invulnerable to my freaking crap, but I'm hilarious. Anyway, I treated her. No, not me. No, that's shut up back there. I didn't do it. Jerome. Sorry, my brain wanted to say Jeremy because there's an E at the end. Whatever. Not me. I didn't do it. Treated her like poop. Treated her like shit. Never seemed interested in her until he found out how rich she was. Oh my God, it's like literally winning the lottery. One of her dad's companies got sold and the news was public, so her dad couldn't keep his name off of the Forbes list. Oh, snap, bro. He publicly declared that they're together after 3 years of toying with her. Oh, that's not a red flag, female? At every family event that he was at, he just treated it like a big networking bonanza. Doesn't seem to have a clear job, but claims he's in finance. Claims to be working remotely while freeloading at her parents' place for 6 weeks. We all tried telling her, and even though we're like sisters, she actually told me,
"It's okay. You don't like him. You don't have to."
Her father reminded her that it's in their family constitution that any potential spouse must be thoroughly vetted by private investigators first. I've read this before, this entry. So the terrifying part is either I've read this entire list before or someone's copy posted this entry from another list, because I know families that do this. And these are when you know you're fucking with money. This is when you know you're fucking with money because, the family's going out of their way to not only do a background check, but hiring private investigators to really dig up probably more information even than the police would be able to just immediately have when they're running a check on your ass. He gave her the courtesy of warning her that he was going to do it in exchange for her agreement that she won't tell him while the investigation was ongoing. She confidently agreed, completely believing that he'd come up clean. And yup, the asshole was cheating on her. You couldn't even keep it in your pants for the money. What are you gonna do for a PS5 now, buddy? Can I show you guys the PS5? I want to show you my love for the PS5 right now. I'm a man who built a computer, and it's a big boy. But did you think the PS5 was this big? This man could put it in front of him, and only his head and arms he could wear that thing like a t-shirt. That's a big ass device, baby. I kind of just want it because it's so big. Is that how women feel about me? I had a lot of idea. I'm sorry. I wonder if I put myself on camera and put impose a brick wall behind me, like a really shitty 90s comedy club. If you would be a part of the wall and move and stuff because you're back there, that'd be kind of creepy. Seeing the outline of a woman in the wall. The woman in the wall. There was always something strange about this house. I could never quite put my finger on it. There were times it felt like I was being watched. When I was sleeping, when I was awake. Sometimes I'd take showers and not get wet. Are you done? Idiot. Harley said PS5 plus 20 defense. Yeah, dude, put that on like loot. Oh, sweet. Got the PS5 chest, bro.
Loot? You mean like armor?
Yeah, like armor, like loot in a game. You kill Sony in a game, and then boom, they drop the PS5, and you're like, wow, is this a trinket? Can I use this for plus something, or can I just hollow it out? I'll use it as armor. Pretty cool. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 4. Look at all the deleted entries here. It's pretty wild. I could try to retrieve some of them, but something tells me it won't go according to plan. Let's take a quick look. This may even take a minute, so maybe I should read the other entry in the interim. Soon after getting together, she moved into his apartment. She turned his spare bedroom/office into her music room. What? Next, she turned his garage into her yoga studio. Oh, you're converting more than one room in the house. Who are you? What is getting together? Are y'all married? Or are you a girlfriend? You a girlfriend, you living with a dude, and you're converting more than one room? Condense all this bullshit into one room. How about that? Whatever the fuck you think a music room is, you need to make it your yoga fucking room as well. How about you roll a mat out when you need to use it for that? Clear some space and that'll be that. Why? I could have 6 rooms and be curious as to what you're doing with a second room, and is this necessary?
Here's my yoga room, guys. And here's my music room.
Like, bro, how many instruments do you play? You need a music room. It's kind of weird. You know? The acoustics aren't even good in here. Dirty. What? Somebody's in the Discord now? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're gonna make me put on this PS5 shirt. I'm gonna put on my PS5 on my torso. Oh man, what the hell?
What?
It's just that God slave guy. You know, I wish he'd shut up. I hope everybody's having a decent day, and that you aren't at the very least being attacked by a, He's gonna make me look for it. He's gonna make me look for the window, of which I have dozens, open with Discord. Feels good. Okay, so I've closed a window with Discord open. Let's see if it's all of them or if there's plenty more. It's nice to see Alexander Palermo. I hope he's staying out of trouble, you know? I hope the investments are going well. Because if they're not, then this dude's probably in trouble. I apologize for this derailing me so hard. It's just 2 rooms, I guess. Even though it says it right here. She turned the garage into her yoga studio, but she never did yoga. She preferred his car, but wouldn't let him drive hers, meaning that there were many nights where he was stuck at home while she was out with her friends. There aren't titties in the world big enough to just let yourself be whipped like this. I mean, I get it. Some men are into it. You know what I'm talking about? They got that fetish. But whatever, man. She controlled his drinking, and the few times that he was out, he was allowed 1 drink. Okay, bro. While she got rat-faced, you know, just drunk. She often stayed over at a guy friend's house because it's too late to drive home. She planned an elaborate holiday trip which he paid for to visit her ex. I've read enough. Relationship lasted a little under a year. She broke up with him because he turned 36 and she only dates guys who are 35. Moving on, man. Number 3, I watched my best friend's wife, thankfully now the ex, systematically dismantle this dude. It was horrible to watch. I was vocal about how much it bothered me, and it drove a wedge between us. Some years passed where we didn't speak to each other. We have since reconnected and she is out of the picture, but it was hard hearing him say, "Dude, you were the only one who told me that it was a bad idea and I pushed you away." Well, I'm glad you finally saw the light, but that's time you'll never get back. That's something that you got to understand when you're fucking with the wrong people, man. It's time you'll never get back. In a life that you're lucky has made it this far and you have no guarantee will continue into the future. I realize that there are some people hearing me for the first time. And of course your unfortunate conclusion is that, oh man, this guy must be on drugs. I wish I was on them. Okay? I'm not joking. Yeah. Drugs are good. The Kyle channel does not condone the use of any illegal substances. And I believe in moderation, and you should too. But hey, sometimes some things enhance the party. But I am not, partaking, as it were. I'm just like this. And it's really not that excessive or, otherworldly. I just like to have a little fun because this life is finite. Ask a Dick Kickham. I think the scariest thing in the world is that I was lucky enough to come across people that are as absurd as I am. Dick Kickham says, "It's hard to see red flags when looking through rose-tinted glasses." Oh my God, with this fucking phrase again. Y'all wanna hit me with some live laugh. Thank God I can't even remember it. Is it Live, Laugh, Love?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I think that's somewhere in my mom's house, man.
Maybe in her bathroom, I think?
How am I supposed to feel about that? How am I supposed to live with that? Are we all supposed to live with the fact that our parents are normies? Everybody's parents ain't normies, you know? Some of them diversified themselves, homie. They got their finger on the pulse. They watching the stocks, getting that money. Gab Frog says, banana. Bruh. As we continue up to number 2 on this list. They each have a daughter from a past relationship. Here's the story. Her daughter lives with them and gets everything under the sun. His daughter is treated like an outsider when she visits. Both girls are 4 years old. They were supposed to each get a tablet for Christmas, so I bought them each a tablet as their gift. No, this person bought the tablet case because they were both supposed to get a tablet. It wasn't until Christmas morning that I realized that the girlfriend's daughter was the only one who got a tablet. More often than not, his visit with his daughter is approaching. The girlfriend picks fights with him, and he ends up not getting his daughter. If it's not a scheduled visit for the guy and his daughter, the girlfriend picks fights on Thursdays or Fridays. They break up for the weekend. Then she comes crawling back on Sunday night. This usually happens immediately after he pays all of their bills. I can't read shit like this. You know? This is hyper cringe. This is hyper cringe. And consider me a misogynist if you will. Consider my masculine fucking association with a man as far as a gender role antiquated. I'm completely fine with that. But as a man with that natural testosterone, bitch, you don't put your foot down.
The stream is buffering for me. Oh, it's back. Okay, good.
And then recognize when somebody is just playing you like a bitch ass fiddle. What's wrong with you? They have a child together now. She made him quit all the good paying jobs when she running away and ain't trying to pay the bills. What the fuck? She made him quit the jobs with benefits to stay home with the baby so that she could waitress. She probably loves that attention. She probably loves that attention. He decided to go to school part-time, an hour commute, and she refuses to take care of their daughter on her days off. So he had to leave school. I've also recently learned that even though she gets $1,100 a month in family allowance, just, you know, her family allows her to just live. Oh my God. Plus they pay her in tips and his parental leave. They never have any money for buy their baby. What? Okay, they never have any money to buy things for their child, I'm guessing. I've learned the reason for this, and she has a coke habit. Can't handle your cocaine, bitch. You're a piece of work. Can't handle your cocaine. Oof.
You know, at least when it's a woman, you can be like, oh, you know, she
the thing about the women, yes,
you know,
yeah.
You believe it when a woman stays in a shitty relationship because, you know, things.
Because some of them grow dependent on the kind of emotions that are associated with the companionship,
Yes.
and like having a significant other and all kind of bullshit like this, my dude. But
not to say that men can't have that sort of, you know, emotional connection with someone where
not even just emotional, but almost like lazy. You know, we're both genders are very, very lazy, and when it comes to, oh, what are we gonna do? Start a new relationship with another person? You know what I mean? We have so much history, and they'll, you know, what's the word? Make excuses in that way. They will justify staying with them.
But when it's like a man having this type of relationship where, you know, he has a kid, he's neglecting them because of a woman. It's like, who are you? What are you?
He is my brother, and when I try to explain things to him and tell him that he needs out, he fights with me, calls me crazy, and tells me that I'm the reason for his stress. Yeah, let people live their life, man. Let people live their life, because even when they hit rock bottom, they'll convince themselves that it's every reason but the ones that are staring them in the face. We can't save everybody, man. We are not superheroes. You know? We are not superheroes. I think one of the smartest things that people can come to the realization of is that it doesn't matter how intelligent you are or how capable of discerning or seeing things from an objective and very obvious standpoint sometimes. You ain't going to be able to convince people to see things a way outside of the way that they want to see it. Outside of the way that they want to see it. I always like to think about this, and this may sound up my ass because it's rude. It's kind of condescending. But I could pull a fucking hard drive. No, I could pull a motherboard out of my computer right now. Put a red blinking light on that motherfucker. Throw it on the street. You know how many people would think that's a bomb? Now, I could call them retarded. I could call them all manner of words. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not going to change the fact that, people are unfamiliar. They're, by definition, ignorant of what things are and how they look and blah, blah, blah. But, that's the world you're living in. That's how far the separation is from, like, what you know and what other people know. We all have things that we're ignorant of. But to think that something so black and white can happen not in front of you, not around you, but to you, and you can just tolerate it, make excuses for it, continue it. I mean, you're hurting people. They're trying to grow. Those kids are being hurt by this. Even the one who may be getting it good as far as being spoiled or whatever. They're probably growing dependent and becoming just as monstrous as her mother. Hypothetically, of course, Number one, this might not be what this thread is looking for. Always love when people preface it like that. My ex-wife would invite a couple of her friends over once a week for dinner. Whatever else she was an excellent cook. She was also sleeping with at least 3 other guys and carrying on an online affair. I suspect her one friend knew about it and tried to tell me about it over dinner on more than one occasion. She explained that she had a friend who was getting married, but her fiance didn't know that she was cheating on him all the time with a bunch of different guys. I would say, well, why don't you tell him? And she would go, it's complicated. I know him well enough, but she's been my good friend for years and I don't want to alienate that friendship. You mean you just don't want to be, real, you pussy?
What a bitch.
You have this is a big way to say, I can, but I won't. Because I can explain it away, because I can make excuses as to why I'm not going to be real about this person. That's a life you're ruining. You have the potential to throw on a light that illuminates something in somebody's life. And I get demonetized every day and I'm fucking fine with that, because I want to speak from the heart and actually seem real enough and maybe like the type of person that you'd sit down and actually have a conversation with, as opposed to talk at because it feels like a plastic man in front of you. The one thing that I'm going to say when it comes to shit like this is that, in my opinion, when 2 people are together and they're in the midst of an intimate relationship, if one person is withholding information from that other person that would change the nature of whether or not they want to be with that person, of whether or not they'd want to be intimate going forward, they're raping them. And if you're aware of something that is most likely being hidden because it would fundamentally break that relationship, you are complicit to that rape. I want you to understand it. I want you to know that and recognize it, all right? You know a dude that's with a girl and a dude cheating on a girl, and if the girl knew she wouldn't fuck and wouldn't stay with this dude, because he's raping her. He's raping her by the exclusion of that information, by getting it in and out of her when he's doing it with somebody else and she doesn't know about that. And if you know about that as a third party, as a bystander, and you're not making that bitch aware, you are complicit to that rape. You know about it and you ain't doing shit about it. All you got to do is you could anonymously throw that shit out there. You know how technology works these days? You want to know what shit's like in the digital age, homie? Did you know? You can just throw this information to them. If they don't want to believe it, that's them. If you can't prove it for whatever reason and they don't believe it, and maybe it just spurs a bit of them having a conversation with them, and then they inevitably decide, oh, well, you know, I believe him, and I'm not going to believe this person that's telling them, shit, you tried. Do you get what I'm saying? But a lot of people explain shit like this. It's complicated. I've known him and I don't want to mess up the friendship, and it's really not my place. It's not your place. Weird, you know? Would you want to know? Would you want to know if some hoe that you were spending your money on, spending your time on, spending your life with, was sleeping with somebody else and keeping that shit from you specifically because she knew that if you found out, you would be done with this skip, scop, scallywag of a cum-guzzling dirty bitch, my dude. So other people around you know, but they're not telling you. You'd certainly want to know. Imagine if you about to marry this chick. Imagine if she got pregnant and you don't know who it is. You don't know who that kid is. But you would assume that it's yours because you believe that this is, you know, a faithful, loyal woman that you're dealing with. Oh, but if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't fucking tell nobody, man. The world gets worse daily because people selfishly make excuses on this caliber of bullshit. That's all I'm saying. Maybe you should say something. It's not my place. Can we get some funny gifts in here, please? I'm sorry. What the fuck? Hey, I haven't been there in a hot minute. You know what I'm talking about? Well, let me eat this. What could go wrong? WTF. Oh my god. Let me see her. Hand starting a plane in midair. What is really going on? Look, why you gotta involve me in your wannabe clout chasing? These people don't look distressed. You know, it looks like something that they're shooting for clout. And then, you know, why? Ugh. We saw this yesterday. This dude came with a bucket of water to throw on this oil. Oh man, this fire's getting out of control. This fire's I've got a bucket of water here. Oh my god. That fireball was like, ah, you have fed me this day. I'm coming for you. Came for the camera too. That's good stuff. No worries, she's here to help. Man, you ain't gonna catch me jumping behind no fucking car. Oh, even if it's mine. That's so. Ooh! Oh my god!
What?
Dia!
What?
Some woman came to help. This car was going backwards because it wasn't, the brake wasn't established. So somebody jumps into the driver's. Oh my god. Do you see? Mm-hmm. Bruh. Thanks for the help. Thanks for the help. Oh my god. Hey yo. What's going on here? Security footage of me taking a break at work.
It was windy.
Yeah, it was windy.
What's going on? What's going on? You taking a break? Oh my god! What are the odds that a tree's gonna fall over? You know what I mean? It's been there forever.
Now trees are trying to kill us.
The tree's been there forever. It's not even so windy that it's just like this tree just gave. Tree, get your shit together. Of all the places he chose to sit down, that sucks. He's all right. The car broke his the tree's fall, so he could just slither on from under there. Found this car outside my work. No one was inside. What's going on here? Oh my God, Dia.
What?
Somebody has taped a hose to the exhaust and put it into the car. Like they had manufactured a hot suicide mobile. Checking out. Patience is for the weak. Bro, you are going to... Okay. What in the meth head is this? Bro, it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You could get your dudes and you could drive in one direction and have two people in the back looking out the back. It's a really crazy mobile. That is a really crazy automobile.
Gives a whole new meaning to watch my back.
Watch my back, y'all. Wait a minute. That joke was too well written, Dia.
Too well written.
It was too well crafted a joke. You know, that could have made a cartoon episode if we were making a show.
Okay.
It gives a whole new meaning to watch my back. You articulated that joke a little bit too quickly. It's too good, Dia.
Okay.
The joke's too good. Is this in the comment section? Have you seen this before?
No.
I love it. Suicide doors rear. Nissan inbred. Business in the front, party in the back.
Why do you think I looked at this thing and then
me a
told you a
second.
joke that I saw in the comment section?
Let me see here. Gives a whole new meaning to watch my back.
See, you're the one that stole my joke.
I'm not stealing any joke.
You piece of shit.
How am I stealing the joke? It's not in here, and I'm writing it.
Because you didn't believe that I could tell.
I didn't say that I didn't believe you could deliver a joke like this. I said that it's too good for the amount of time.
Read it off of one of the comments, and I'm like, no. And you're like,
No, I'm just, congratulations on a joke that was so well executed that it could have been written for, this very specific situation. Wow. But what if, Kyle, this is a repost and she in another thread? I'm just kidding. You're so bad. She bad back there? Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, Beth had a loss? Oh my God. My condolences, Beth. I'm sorry that your father has departed. It's going to be rough and it's going to stay rough. And I hope to God that there are people around to help you with arrangements and going on from this point forward, because the terrifying thing about people dipping is usually they are not prepared for
especially right now with this whole thing going on.
it's a terrible time for all of this to go down. I'm trying to remember this thing that I saw with this guy, and he was like riding his car down a hill. And I'm trying to see what could go wrong. Blocking the road that's old. Jumping into a truck and trying to close it before you're in the car. Bruh. Who asked you to do that? Who asked you to do this? Ladies and gentlemen, I will not keep you this night. I hope that you have realized your true potential. That you are in the midst of evolving and turning a new leaf. And other strange and vaguely uninspirational pieces of crap. All we can do is take one day at a time and try our best to make it through. Well, you like that, dear? You like when she fell off the wall?
Yes.
Now that's what I call off the wall. Is that as good? It's not. It's not as good.
Not at all.
This really gives a new meaning to watch my duct tape.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, it's so dumb. It's so shitty. Shut up. Just give me her falling off. Why you gotta be all up in the frame? Why this girl wearing 2 different pairs of socks? Bruh.
I used to, when I wore socks, I wore different types.
Can I be real, Dia? This is like a commercial for whatever they used on that wall. You know what I mean? I feel like if you put duct tape all over a wall like that, and then just ripped it off, that you would see some kind of, you'd see some kind of indication that this is what was done to the wall. But look at that wall. It's bare. And for the price of $20, I will give you directions to your nearest store where you can buy the duct tape of this variety too. Wow. Incredible. With this, I will leave you. And I wish that you all have a wonderful evening. I really came close to not making this tonight, but you deserved it. You all deserved it. So I love you. Stay strong. Stay awesome. I'm sorry, Beth. I hope things get better. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. I'm really impressed that she didn't take some of that wall with her. This is like it's like a commercial, man. It's like a commercial. I'm so tired of seeing this one stupid thing. Now that's what I'm talking about. Wait a minute. What is going on in the street with a man on his knees in front of another man? What I'm in love with is this dude behind the thing trying to run away from the police. He's like, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. What is this? What are we watching? I really love, what the hell? We're not gonna get any information on what that was. Trying to hit the bucket next to Mom's head. Boof. Oh my God, lady. Yeah. Guys, have a great night. Love you. Stay out of trouble. Get at me if you hear any oh my God.
What?
Get at me if you hear anything interesting popping off, okay? But otherwise, see you in the Discord. Later.